You're watching Let's Chat.
Welcome back to Let's Chat. Coming up here, we're talking to our friends from the Hamilton County Coalition and learning all about the great work that they do in our community and continue to do in our community. Hannah Dalton is on deck to give us all the details and kind of give us a refresher of what's going on with y'all. Thank you for making the time to be here, Hannah.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So obviously we know that you guys do so much in our community, whether that's just giving people resources, but then also particularly the prescription drug take back. We're coming up on the main goal of that National Take Back Day. So can you kind of tell me why it's so important for us to participate in that?
So it's important enough that we do it twice a year, and then we also have like smaller ones throughout the year.
Yeah.
It's just really important to get those medications out of the house versus putting them back into the environment by flushing them, throwing them in the trash. By bringing them to drug take back locations, which are all over Hamilton County, you're safely disposing them and keeping them out of the house versus it getting into our waterways
or getting into the wrong hands too, because that's something that I think a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just keep this from years and years. And when I got this surgery however many years ago, and then you're like, I don't need that anymore, and maybe that can get into the wrong hands down the line. So that's always a good idea to make sure to dispose of it safely.
Yes.
What message would you guys like to share with those who may have unused or expired medications sitting around at home and are thinking exactly like they need to do this?
A lot of people feel like it's an uncomfortable situation to have to come to a location to drop them off, but we don't ask any questions. We don't look at the bottle. It goes straight into a barrel of the trash bag. Once that barrel gets full, our local law enforcement that are at each location tie that bag up and nobody even looks at it. So if you have things that maybe you aren't supposed to have or maybe are far too expired that you kept longer than you would want someone to know, nobody knows that. We just want you to think of yourself and keep yourself safe by getting it out of your household and just safely disposing it at one of our locations.
Nobody's judging. They're like, hey, we're just happy that you're bringing it and you're disposing of it safely, because it's happened to probably all of us out there. So, and another thing, how does proper medication disposal help prevent substance misuse and accidental overdoses as an effect?
So we like to talk about it as in certain people who maybe come over, you have a housewarming party, or you don't know, maybe you don't have the closest relationship with everyone's coming. You don't always know everyone personally who's coming into your household, or if you have children in the household and they're just looking for something in your cabinet and find that and they don't, it just looks like a fun candy, a younger child may take that. So not only do we promote the disposal, but we also promote medication safety. So we promote the lock boxes that we have to also keep them safe, but we just want everyone to keep themselves safe.
And just know in general that it is important. And it's something that I think all of us, we all have medicine probably laying around at some point, whether it's from a surgery that you had 4 years ago or whether it's just something that you're like, I didn't even need this medicine anymore. It's always good to safely dispose of it and know what to do with it, rather than just throwing it away and then it getting taken in the wrong hands. So something else we wanted to note, how can we community member wise get involved with the coalition beyond Take Back Day, whether that is just volunteering, internships, partnerships, whatever that looks like?
We are always accepting volunteers, partnerships for anything. So even at this drug take back, we have 18 locations. If we get a volunteer at each location, that's helping us take surveys for people who are dropping off their medications, which helps us learn who our demographic and who in the community is coming to our events, and learning more about why they're dropping off their medications, what medications they may be dropping off, whether that's stimulants, depressants. It's kind of giving us more insight into who we are connecting with. So volunteers, we also have events year-round, not just for drug take-backs, where we need people helping us work that, along with partnerships of events when we need vendors. If you're wanting to set up, most of our events are at no cost for everyone. So it's just beneficial to other partnerships to get their resources out at our events.
Absolutely. So this is something that I'm assuming anybody of any age and skill set can come up, get some volunteer hours and work with you guys, but then also just get to learn more about what you guys do as an organization, also this ministry that you guys are doing in the community. Tell me again where we can get plugged in for the latest info, whether that's online, giving y'all a call, whatever that looks like.
So our Facebook, we post every single day about what's going on. So our Facebook, Hamilton County Coalition, is probably the #1 spot that I would recommend, but also our website, we try to keep it updated, www.hccoalition.org, or our Instagram or TikTok, just for more fun things. Yeah.
Y'all are plugged in everywhere. Well,
Yes.
Hannah, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much for making the time to be here and keeping us informed as the public. If you have any of those drugs that you need to donate for National Prescription Drug Take Back Day, go and find them for the latest information on their Facebook page, or you can visit them online. Thanks for joining us here on Let's Chat. We'll be right back after this.